Welcome to Striking Out Shame. My name is Greg Bancroft. We use the language and culture of baseball to strike out the toxic shame in everyday life. Today's topic is overcoming shame with my bat. Now, there's no perfect metaphor. Whenever we try to understand something or talk about some important aspect of our life, like our love for another person or seeing the Grand Canyon for the first time, we say something along the lines of, my love is like, or my experience at the Grand Canyon was as if. A story generated around the metaphor becomes mythological. It's truer than true. And yet our description, our story is heard by another person. It catches their emotions and their thinking, and they have an aha leading to understanding. They go, hey, I know that feeling. I know that experience. So when I say that my bat is a metaphor for overcoming shame, you'll understand what I mean. Follow me. I was 10 or 11 years old in Little League going up against a kid who was at the upper end of the age limit and a really good pitcher. He was big, he threw hard. His curveball did not always bite. In other words, it didn't always curve, and so it oftentimes would hit the batter and it would hurt. I was afraid to get into the batter's box, especially because once you stood in the ankle-deep divots made by previous batters, it was difficult to maneuver. It was difficult to get out of the way, for example, of a curveball that didn't bite. Well, we were down 5-0, and I had to run first, and my teammates were counting on me to get a hit, move the runner, keep the inning alive. Seemed like an impossible task, but I got a home run. In fact, I was the only kid in the whole district that day to get a home run. I made the evening paper. That old wooden bat of mine is now a symbol for me of what I can do in my life, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Over the years, I have had to step up to any number of situations that simply seemed impossible at the time. A very short list would include getting into Yale Divinity School, having kids, raising up a self-supporting ministry in an area larger than the state of Massachusetts, starting life over after several financial disasters, overcoming a terrible personal tragedy, and more. At times I felt as though my feet were ankle-deep in divots, making maneuverability all but impossible. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to or even how to receive help. Life was throwing me curveballs one after another. I was steeped in shame, feeling like I could never measure up, never be good enough, that I was so thoroughly incapable. But I had my old wooden bat by my desk at all times. Slowly, I began to understand, thanks to various counselors, pastors, and 12-step groups, that I was actually very capable. I was very competent. And I could be confident. I could live into being the person I already was in the eyes of God. At my disposal was a marvelous array of gifts, education, experiences, encounters with a variety of people and insights that all contributed to my being able to face anything life could throw at me. I was equipped to handle even the nastiest curveballs life had to offer. Remaining positive and proactive during a 2.5-year period of unemployment, for example, was not only a long-haul season of epic proportion. It was like trying to hit nothing but curveballs in a deep divot batter's box of desperation. My bat during that period was my many years of a broad liberal arts education and more. I could do almost anything because I was unafraid of learning something new. I could adapt readily to any situation because I had moved numerous times and have had a rich history of multilingual, multicultural, and multi-ethnic experiences and friends. My professional work in the area of clinical pastoral care, along with interactions with other therapists, brought me to a place of healing and peace, overcoming years of being immersed in a shame-based family system. I struck out shame with my bat. I'm still swinging, though not as fearful of what may come my way in life. Actually, I look forward to those people and experiences just around the next corner. People shout all the time in various ways. You got this. Attaboy. What about you? What is your bat? Use it to strike out shame in your life. As you continue becoming the person you already are in the eyes of God, keep swinging. You got this. Attaboy. Attagirl.